Hey girls, it's me, back again. I wanted to let you all know I went out for ice cream with Teresa today because there's this little place called Joy Ice Cream in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. I just doxed myself there to the wider internet, but we're gonna keep going. Um, so yeah, I live in Wisconsin, but I think that was fairly obvious by the fact I talked about working for GE Healthcare, which is based out of Wisconsin entirely, and talk about going to cops all the time, which is exclusively in Wisconsin. So yes, I am in Wisconsin, and in the town of Wauwatosa there is ice cream shop called Joy. Teresa's grown up like in the surrounding areas, but apparently this Joy spot opened up like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's got dairy-free ice cream, and Teresa's lactose intolerant, so it. I love ice cream. I've often been called an oddity as a diabetic who loves ice cream as much as I do by certain people's mom, or certain person's mom, I should say. Anyways, that ice cream was good. Cooked some pork chops up on the grill with that St. Elmo seasoning again. That was really good. Uh, yeah, that was about what happened today. I have also been reading and going through Foundry, which is a. Okay, let me back up a bit. As people watching these vlogs know, I like tabletop RPGs. It's most of the gaming I do now is related to tabletop RPGs, and honestly, I really enjoy the social aspects of tabletop RPGs and being in person so much more than playing online, but online it feels like just the only practical way to do it at this point in my life. And there are pieces of software that people use to simulate a tabletop to play tabletop games online. Hello YouTube, I'm back. The tables have turned, and I need to help Teresa find something. This is the first time that has ever happened that I can remember. Usually, it's me asking where I can find things because I do not remember where I place anything. I have a very bad short-term memory. So, like I was saying, a virtual tabletop is a piece of software that you can use to simulate a tabletop gaming environment. Usually it includes things like a dice roller and like PDF storage systems for characters. I use a standalone program called Foundry, and I've been working on importing a lot of my Dungeon Crawl Classic stuff into Foundry and figuring out how to put on actual dungeon maps onto Foundry. Other than that, the John Hopkins work for this week was really, really simple. It was stuff that I'm very, very familiar with. Transmission line theory, energy transmissions, the reflection coefficient, absorption and reflection, all that EMM theory I know like the back of my hand, and I just kind of flew through that. There was also most of the assignments have upwards of six problems that are multi-stage. This one had 4 problems that were multi-stage, but there were less stages and the problems were a lot easier. I'm not sure if that was that because I was more familiar with the material compared to everything else, but it was just something I flew right through, so that was good. Well, anyways, I'll talk to you tomorrow. See you all later. And remember, eat ice cream.